And hello there, YouTubers. This is CD Mangaka giving you guys a Modern Warfare 3 quick domination game on the map Carbon. This is not a game where my full party goes up against a bunch of random scrandoms and we just, eat them for breakfast. It's actually a game against another party, so it's a bit of a competitive game. One of the guys in your team, as you'll see, is actually like a level 64. And the game, this is like the second day that the game came out. So this guy's, probably whoring out the specialist kill streaks. He's probably whoring out a lot of all the double XP that he can. So, props to him. But I'm not going to reveal how this game's going to end. Just enjoy real fast. I'm going to talk a few things about it. I'm going to have a little bit of a talk about Assassin. Not a rant, just a little bit of a talk. I'm going to talk, before that though, I'm going to get on into some of the maps, and then I'm going to do a bit of a gameplay breakdown, along with some of the, kill streak stuff. So the maps in this game seem to be okay, but I notice a lot of them are kind of lopsided, and by that I mean there's always like a slope to them. Most maps will always have one side where it's going to have higher elevation than the other side of the map. Carbon is a perfect example of this, actually. If you spawn C-Dom, you get higher ground than the A-Dom spawn. For example, if you want to try and spawn trap the enemy at C, it's going to be level ground, but if you want to spawn trap at an A, then you have a lot of lines of sight that are above them and higher in elevation. And so if you kind of get these lower, I don't know how to say, the lower elevation side of the map, you're at a bit of a disadvantage because it just seems easier to look down than it is to look up. Even in a video game, it's just kind of just one of those human nature things, I guess you could say. So we lose B right out of the bait, we lose B right out of the gate, and actually switch over to a different kit. I throw an Assassin because these guys are getting a lot of UAVs. I think they're going to get an advanced UAV as well, and they're going to get even a few counter UAVs. And Assassin, because of all the stuff that it does just as a baseline perk, is ridiculous. As a base perk, I mean, you don't show up on your radar, you don't, have your spy plane counter. Look at this, second chance gets me. Go to hell. Final stand, actually, excuse me. Moving on from that, though, I mean, counter UAVs don't work against you. If you get it pro, I believe EMPs don't work against you, and you're like, reticle doesn't show up. I mean, as in, you won't see your name. So, but Assassin is going to probably become one of my most used perks, because watch this. I got killed quite a bit, but I was able to put together a 2-3 kill streak with Assassin on, and actually you're going to see that I'm going to get a jump on a lot of guys and start doing a lot of destruction once I have Assassin on. It's pretty ridiculous. And that's the main reason why I switched to this class. This class also happened to have the specialist kill streaks on it. I was actually trying to get support. My whole goal was to get an EMP, screw these guys over. Maybe if they got a high kill streak, call it in. And that's my view on like how the EMP is going to actually work. Is that it's just going to be a destroy all kill streaks on the map kind of a thing, rather than of screw with the enemy. Once Assassin really becomes more prevalent in the game. But here we go. I'm taking C, and I'm going to actually talk about the gameplay real fast. I'm a competitive guy. I don't like losing games, so my whole goal in like this was to win. And look at that, fail at a distance. It was just retarded, but whatever. And so my whole thing was that if you're in a linear map like this, the best thing that you can do in a domination game is to get a flank off. And by a flank, I mean go around the entire side of the map and take the other flag from the enemy team. Like I took C from a moment, so that got us a couple points. But what that namely did was that it got a lot of their team focused away from Bravo. It got some of their guys coming back to C, and if I could post up there and start killing a few of them, then I could have gotten some of them coming back for revenge kills, and I would have been a distraction for them, and my team probably could have made a successful push for Bravo in the time if I did a better job of holding down the C flag. So here we go though, again though, that's my same plan this entire time. I know that I can't take B in a straight up fight, so I'm gonna have to pull off a flank. I'm gonna have to get deeper in their spawn, kill a couple guys, entrench myself, and take C from them. But here we go, we're kind of walking around, just taking whatever kills I can. Get sleight of hand pro my specialist kit, because after I get 2 kills, it's about time for a reload. Come down on this guy, hip fire, spray, and look at this, just hip fire. Then we get quick draw pro for the win. And this is Assassin. These guys got spy planes up like crazy, but with Assassin, they can't see me, and so I have a super advantage against these guys because they're going to be over-reliant on this UAV in this first couple of days of the game. Once the game is out for a little longer, I don't think people will be so much as fooled by Assassin, or at least it won't be as effective, if that makes sense, because people won't be so reliant on their radar. That's just a theory of mine. You never really know. So anyways, we take C from these guys again, and I'm coming up here, and now I want to take B. So I'm kind of hopping around trying to get on down. There we go. And I think, yeah, I get the pistol whip on this guy, and so I get scavenger stuff, pick up Scar L real fast. Reloading everything. Remember, I have ammo on my 45 now, so we're going to go around, pick that up. And in the meanwhile, my team takes B, and now we're in a good spot because now we have all 3 flags, so we're going to get a lot of points. And then we got the spawn to flip. Now they have A, and that's the less effective spawn for them. And so now we're at an advantage, and there we go. I get 1 kill, but I get destroyed, and so I lose my specialist perk. All my specialist bonuses, so no more double XP, no more super soldier. That's the great thing actually about the special, is that it actually helped me win a lot of those gunfights. And so when it comes when it kind of comes down to it, the specialist is actually a really good perk for, excuse me, strike package. Go get pistol whip, son. For a competitive game, I do still would imagine the support will actually be better in the long run because it will build up, and if you can get one of those game-changing kill streaks, you know, an EMP out there, maybe not so much in Overwatch because it was ridiculous. We were playing against we had only 2 guys on another team. We called in our monitored airdrop, an 18 support kill streak, and it got shot down in like 5 seconds. Didn't even drop 1 care package by 2 people who didn't even have Sterling 3s unlocked. It was just ridiculous. Anyways, though, you see me actually take an A again, and normally in COD rules, you don't ever want to take all 3 flags. You want to keep the enemy spawn locked at 1 flag. But these guys were really aggressive. They had us locked down for a while, and so my whole goal actually is to break the team. I want to get as big of a lead, excuse me, as I can as possible, so that we can just give ourselves a safety cushion to work with. I want to get these guys disoriented, and I want to get them frustrated. It's frustrating when you don't have a single flag to work with and when you're spawning all over the place. That's my whole goal, is to screw these guys mentally so that they get off of their game, and so that my team in a better position will play better and overall succeed in the game. So here we go. They take A back from us, and I'm instantly just going back trying to pick up a few kills. I think I get this guy right here. No, I don't actually. I totally failed with the Scar L suppressor. Suppressors just really hinder me. Well, one of these days I'll run a suppressor with like the range onto it, so that way the suppressor doesn't do anything to the damage. Hopefully, I'll experiment with that later though. But here we go, popping in around, getting my 45 rapid fire on. There we go, all specialist pro perks again, and then I'm super soldier. Specialist perk, when you get all this stuff done, double XP. Move faster. Wings Redemption talked about this in a video, so I won't talk about it too. But here we go. My friend M&M's, go M&M's. He's got another one of those escorted airdrops. So I'm picking up everything that I can, calling in everything I can. So I call an advanced UAV. We got a counter UAV up. None of these guys are actually running Assassin, and some of them could run it. Maybe it's out of principle, but you know what? For principle in this game, Assassin, I'm not so frustrated by it because this game's still pretty fast-paced. So anyways, now I got a sentry gun, and I want to go sit up on B, but it doesn't really even get me a kill. I think I put it in a bad spot. And it just, you know, gets knifed really fast. So, bad spot for a sentry gun. So, here we go, running along through. And we're kind of moxing around right now. But that's kind of like my view of the game so far. There's some weird spawns, and, you know, like, some maps are really lopsided. Like, on Outpost, if you get them A spawn, if you get A flag and you can spawn to the enemy at C flag because there's so many elevated points to look down on them from, and you just got them spawn locked for days. And the fact that if you spawn between A and B is basically yours. At least it has been, like, it's been uncontested every time my party's played. That's because we have some guys who go for A, some guys who go for B. So I don't know if, you know, it would be different, but look at this, just destroying these kids. Once I got Assassin on, they couldn't see me, and now once I got my specialist pro stuff going, now I'm just like super soldier, you can't touch this. Can't touch this. Beat him down. Look at this. Don't drop shot me, son. I'm super soldier. I really need to, like, you know, make it like a montage or something with, like, you know, like a big S, you know, like photoshopped on my chest. Boom, get this guy at a distance. And it's just wreck. And now we're getting a pretty solid lead, and we're actually hammering these guys. We're making them go back and forth, and so we're always constantly taking points from it. And when we were down by, like, I want to say 50 kill points, now we're up by about 40, I want to say. I'm looking at a really tiny screen as I'm doing the commentary, so it's tough for me to see. But look at that. Hip fire like a boss. Gotta love the steady aim pro. Speaking of steady aim pro, there's a challenge or what? But again, you see me take C from these guys, and this is actually a good tactic I want you guys to pick up on, is that if you're in a full party, forego all the rules. You're not here to drag out the game. You're here to end it as soon as you can, and you're here to get the frickin' win. So in a domination, cap all 3 flags. In demolition, don't let them have a bomb. Plant all the bombs. Just, you know, rape a thon. If it's a competitive game, if you're up against another party but they kind of suck, because I played against a team like that where we actually spawn trapped an entire team of 12-year-olds. I mean, virtually uncontested. It was like spawn trapping a bunch of randoms. Granted, they dashboarded, and look at that panic knife. Go, buddy, you suck at the game. Granted, it was like playing against a bunch of randoms, but I guess my party, you know, I don't know, 12-year-olds aren't really too organized. So, locking them up, and unfortunately I lost that specialist, you know, strike package. That's fun running around with that stuff. That is really fun running around with that stuff. Little do. Looking for here. I think I get killed right here. No, I get one guy, and nothing else to it. Okay. I'm trying to remember when I die and whatnot, because now I have run out of stuff to talk about. So this is all entirely filler stuff for me to commentate about. And, oh, saved by the buddy right there. Was that Yanks? Oh, never mind. Guy got me killed. But anyways, near the end of the game, as you guys can kind of tell, my party was able to turn it around and we won the game. So, hope you enjoyed it. Actually, some specialist gameplay. I was pretty excited about it. Pretty proud of it, if you will. And hope you all enjoyed, and I'm gonna see if I get more competitive games like this where, you know, we may win, we may lose, but, you know, hey, that's Modern Warfare 3 for you guys. Definitely gonna try and get you some just more multiplayer games, but I'm also gonna finish uploading the Uncharted 3 Jake's Deception, not the multiplayer, the live commentary playthrough over the next week. I think I pistol whipped this kid. Nope, I don't. Last second shot. Right. Okay. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, throw it a rating and a like. Tell your friends about it, I guess, if you enjoyed the gameplay. And have a great day, guys. Have a great day, fantastic day. Enjoy your Modern Warfare 3.